Morning, it's 11 in the morning on, ooh, I forgot to look, 28th, Saturday. Anyway, today's gonna be my first day of like the rest of my life, so to speak. Because yesterday was the last day of kind of preparing my house. Um, I did another day of cleaning with my mom, but she also drove me, because I don't have a car, down to Home Depot, and I got a bag of sand and a bag of dirt over at the pet store, because I figured I would, for the first time, switch out the substrate of my Tegu, where he's been pooping, just because I've been having a little bit of a fly infestation. I bought a bunch of fly paper and a couple more fly swatters, and I couldn't find one because I couldn't find my fly swatter. I was looking all over for it, and then yesterday I looked over and it was right there in the middle of my face, next to my hamster cage in the living room. So yeah, so that was pretty much all day. Yeah, but it's all done today, and then we wrote the ad. Well, my mom did, and yeah, hopefully I can rent the room in my apartment pretty soon. So I'm a little bit like chemically depressed because I stopped smoking weed like less than a week ago. Wednesday night was the last time I smoked weed. And so I'm still going through kind of like a reprogramming in my head. I was smoking it all the time to help me with my, organize my house, which looks really cool. Like, look at this. Look at those plants. Look at those vines. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. And I also was playing with my Tegu for the first time since I threw him in the big cage. I was basically just chasing him around. I dug him. I took the water bowl off, and he was under that, and then he got out, and I was chasing him around just by touching him on the back, and then he'd like dart off and run and bang his head on the end of the cage and try to tail whip me and stuff. And I don't think he's a biter, because I would put my hand right in front of him and touch him and he wouldn't bite me. But then I picked him up for the first time since I put him in here. He's gotten a lot bigger, and he was wiggling around with his mouth open. I don't know if he was going to actually bite me, but and then this morning when I got up today, because he's nocturnal, I didn't see him for a couple days, and I would only see him at night before. But when I got up this morning, he was there basking, and went and said hi to him, and then he dug a hole, but in a different place. He's not under the water bowl anymore. Maybe he's like, he thinks his hiding place was found out or something, so he's got a new hiding place. Now he's hiding in a much less convenient place, because yesterday I'm able to get inside of my fireplace by laying on my back. I get over this glass that sticks up this high, and then I lay on my back, and I was able to attach the light, like a new disco light. I put a disco light in there, which looked really cool, because it would shine the lights down, and with this fog, I have two fog machines going on all the time, so there's really thick fog. Here, I'll show you. Can you see that? That's showing it, right? I can't see what I'm filming, but so lights would go through, and you could see the lights through the fog, like in a smoke machine. It was really cool. But then it died after a couple weeks, and I think maybe because it got wet because it was built for the inside. So I bought another disco light that was designed for the outside. Outside disco light, so hopefully this one won't die from the humidity. I thought that the other one was going to avoid the humidity because the fog only comes up maybe a couple of feet. And this was like a good 6 inches, a foot higher than where the fog ended, but maybe the fog ends and then it's a certain level of humidity after that was just too much for the disco light to handle. So hopefully my new outdoor disco light will work. Anyway, so that's what I did. And then I kind of I got to bed at midnight, and then I had insomnia for a really long time. So I got up at like 9:30, which was pretty early for me. And so now it's 11 because it took me forever to have breakfast because I don't really have an appetite either. So this next like week is gonna be difficult for me because there's gonna be no like I'm having to rebuild the brain endorphins in my head after having had them artificially injected for so long with the weed. I needed to stay high all the time if I was going to do all this house renovation. And I'm really happy. I still sit there in my couch and I'm like, oh my God, this is really cool looking. So I'm going to, it's a nice day. So I think I'm going to go suit up right now, go on a bike ride. And when I come home, depending on how much energy I have, I'd like to finish the day working out, like at the gym. But from now on, the idea is just to be, working out the whole day, just out, working out. In the wintertime, I'm going to be in my room riding my bike the whole time. And I might get bored of listening to music like sooner rather than later. The music is really kind of like goes hand in hand with being high off my ass. But we'll see. When your endorphins are going and adrenaline help, the music is nice too. It's kind of like smoke listening to while you're high. Yeah, I'll probably get bored of it, and then that's when I'll start doing the books. I'm listening to the biography of Anne Frank right now, and I didn't finish the last 2 months of Audible credits. Oh my God, my brain is just fried. I don't remember the book I was working on before that. I'd have to go look at it on my phone. I'm fascinated now. I'm gonna go look as soon as I'm done with this video, or the one before that. So yeah, and I'm also there's some kind of problem going on where I'm yawning all the time. I think that has to do mainly with the weed. So hopefully in a week or so, that'll be out of my system, and I'll be like a normal person without the yawning. And I was thinking about maybe riding indoors today because I'm kind of like blah, but it's too nice of a day. I'm just gonna take it super easy and listen to music and enjoy. Alrighty, talk to you tomorrow.